Good afternoon, my dear viewer. Welcome to today's news at 1. My name is Elias Muchina. We begin our coverage this afternoon with a developing story where King William Alexander and Queen Maxima of Netherlands landed in the country yesterday night, and as we speak, they are at State House, Nairobi. The Netherlands royal family were received by President William Ruto and First Lady Rachel Ruto, and were expected to engage in a serious conversation in strengthening of bilateral ties between the two countries. Let's take a look at the reception of the duo.
Embrace. Right on. To your duties, by the left, quick march. By the left, left you.
Tourism, climate action, and regional security. We have agreed to enhance people-to-people connections, focusing on education, tourism, and women's empowerment, while aligning our collaboration with global sustainable development goals and Kenya's national priorities. Now it is my honor to invite His Majesty King William Alexander to deliver his remarks. Your Majesty.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our 3-day state visit to Kenya, I would like to thank you, Mr. President, for your kind invitation. Our visit reflects the strong and equal relationship that has developed between our countries across a broad range of areas. We work together successfully in many different fields. As trading partners, as partners for security and stability, as investors in sustainable development, as problem solvers in the food and water sectors, and, not least, as like-minded countries in the United Nations. This is illustrated by the operational sphere of our embassy in Nairobi, our largest mission in Africa, whose activities extend across the entire region. Our diplomatic ties go back more than 60 years. And Kenya's extraordinary development over those decades has been highly impressive. Kenya is a self-assured nation that is proud of its economic performance, its democracy and institutions, and its constructive and impactful international role. We attach great value to our cooperation with Kenya. This visit shows just how closely our interests are aligned and how strong our ties have become. And not just our governments, but also our businesses, our NGOs, and the many private partners in Kenya and the Netherlands who have teamed up on joint initiatives.
In other stories, a new chapter has begun for the people of Meru County as Isaac Mutua officially took over as governor. Governor Mutua assumed office following the impeachment of Governor Kawira Mwangaza and also the decision of the High Court to uphold the Senate decision. Governor Mutua took the oath of office and promised to serve with honesty, integrity, and a commitment to the country's progress. Here is the report.
That I shall always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Meru County. As your new governor, my first and most urgent task is to restore the peace and cohesion that is the bedrock of progress. I will reach out to all leaders, elected, nominated, appointed, religious leaders, community elders, and even those in business sector.
Bwana Governor, uondoe ile kesi against the Catholic Church pale Igoji, hiyo kesi tafadhali uondoe against the Catholic Church. Hapo ndio ningekuomba ya pili. Moving forward, maneno ya allocation ya budget ya deputy governors, maneno ya kazi ya deputy governors, hiyo kiti itaheshimika vizuri, kwa sababu tukienda kwa uchaguzi, it is well protected in the constitution.
President William Ruto has reaffirmed the government's commitment to enacting comprehensive changes that will guarantee the police force in professional, well rescued and driven. The president selected that the government will make sure that the police officer who risk their life while on duty have the necessary protective gear and support. He said this when he accepted the Second National Police Service Commission final report at State House in Nairobi.
And my commitment is that we are going to accelerate that modernization program so that we can make sure that every police officer that puts their life on the line has the protection, has the necessary equipment, and has the backing of the government of Kenya.
The president also commended the commissioners for their contribution to police reforms and the human resource management of the police service.
Your work is a legacy that will shape the future of policing in Kenya for years to come. As we move forward, let us reaffirm our collective commitment to a national police service that upholds the highest standard of accountability, professionalism, and fairness. And I'm very confident that the incoming Commission will work with the Ministry of Interior and the National Police Service to make sure that the remaining phases of salary increase for our policemen and women will be implemented in accordance with the timelines that we have already rolled out and that were recommended by the report of the task force that I set up.
We promoted 16,338 police officers and 1,309 civilian staff. On disciplinary control, the Commission determined 1,461 disciplinary cases and processed.
Into politics, Kalonzo Musyoka, the leader of the Wiper Party, and his political supporters have asserted that they have all that it takes to defeat President Ruto in 2027. Speaking at a rally in Nanyuki, Laikipia County, Kalonzo said that even with the support of his newly ally Raila Odinga, the Mount Kenya region alone has the ability to overthrow Ruto. He cited alleged constitutional violation by the president, such as the suppression of free speech and kidnappings.
Wewe utajikomboa na kura yako na utajikomboa na kuhakikisha safari hii hakuna kucheza. Sababu ingine Ruto lazima aende ni wizi. Serikali yake imekuwa na serikali ya wizi mtupu, mpaka duniani anapata sifa kama kiongozi mashuhuri Kenya wa Kenya ndio namba 2 kwa ufisadi dunia nzima. Tutahakikisha wafisadi wote ambao wameiba mali ya Kenya wanaenda nyumbani. Mimi vile nilisimama wima wakati ule nikaokoa serikali ya Kibaki. Sasa tunaungana na Rigiji na wenzetu wote tuhakikisha wa jamaa wanaenda nyumbani. Na sisi ndio tulimweka huko, sio? Lakini sio mimi. Mimi nilikuwa na mwingine, sio? Mimi nilikuwa upande wa Martha Karua. Yule jamaa mwingine ameepa akainga kwa Kazongo. Lakini hiyo sio shida. Hiyo sio shida. Tutawang'oa hawa wote mpaka Kenya ipate uhuru kamili.
Members of the County Assembly disrupted the 5th Legislative Summit because President William Ruto chose to have Sports Cabinet Secretary Salim Mvurya represent him. Instead, the MCAs demanded a meeting with the head of state, which led to the cancellation of the summit that promoted accountability and improved oversight. Signing and dancing, the leaders said that they would not hold the summit again unless their demand were fulfilled.
Basari ile sasa county ilikuwa inapatiana imesimamishwa. So watu wetu hawezi pata basaries because kuna mtu ati ameenda kotini na wabunge wale wako bunge. Wao wanachochea ili MCA atuwaziwe anapeana basaries. Governors walikutana wakiwa kwa ofisi ya Kidiki wakakata wakarudisha ceilings za assemblies chini. Tunataka president akuje atuambie whether it is important for the Senate kukata ceilings za assembly. What we need from God is to make sure that we drink and eat until the president comes.
In matters education, all school heads have been instructed by Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos to release national exam credits, including the NEC, KCSE, and the KCPE within 14 days. The public's outcry of a school refusing to award certificate for uploading fees prompted this regulation. CS Ogamba has warned that any head teacher who disobeys this directive will suffer severe repercussions.
We have received reports from various quarters to the effect that some schools are withholding NEC certificates from candidates who sat the examinations in their institutions. Some of these certificates are withheld ostensibly because of unpaid school fees. Section 10(1)(b) of the Kenya National Examinations Council Act 2012 prohibits institutions or persons from withholding NEC certificates or diplomas from the candidates. All candidates are by law entitled to their certificates upon release of their results when the certificates are delivered to their respective schools. Any school that is withholding NEC certificates should release them to the candidates immediately. County Directors of Education shall furnish my office with reports on compliance with this directive within 14 days from today. The Ministry, together with the Teacher Service Commission, will take prompt and decisive action against any offending teacher in line with the Code of Regulations of Teachers.
I want to officially announce to members of the public and academic staff at Technical University that the strike is over. Now we have a deal. We could not get everything, but we have a first plan that is going to solve this problem once and for all.
On matters health, Kajiado County's health service have been immobilized after Universal Health Coverage UHC health workers put down their instrument for weeks to demand promotion and the return of their statutory deductions. A severe lack of medical staff has compelled the Kajiado Referral Hospital to release every patient who was admitted there. Hospital turned away patients, forcing them to seek medical care at private clinics.
Hapa sihudumiwi vizuri. Hawako hapo, mimi sijaona. Hawako hata sijui. Nimekuja umeona kweli. Hiyo ndio kuko.
Hajahudumiwa kutoka kwa wiki mbili hivi. Simeisha. Walikuja kwa muandika mandawa. Dawa zingine zimeisha. Wagonjwa wengine walitolewa hapa wakupikwa transfer. Wengine wakaenda nyumbani. Sina uwezo wa kumtoa hapa. Na ninaomba wasaidizi.
Wanachama wetu ambao ni wauguzi wafunge hizo mahospitali zote na waende nyumbani.
Issues to do with non-remittance of third-party deductions. For example, the SHA and the CPF. If you go to our CPF portal, you will find that the nurses have arrears of about 17 months, 1 year and 5 months, which have been deducted from their payslips and have not been remitted to CPF scheme.
Wasitishwe na hizo barua ambazo wamepewa, ambazo ni kinyume na sheria. Tutaenda mpaka kotini tuhakikishe hizo barua zimetolewa kwa file.
My dear viewer, we come to the end of our today bulletin, Younib at 1. And remember, the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Do have yourself a wonderful day. My name is Elias Muchina.